There's something about congratulations, there is something about this fixture that stirs something within the team and within you, Finn. Talk us through it.
Yeah, no, I think it's obviously a special fixture for us, for both teams, and a bounce back after last weekend was really important from us. So forwards especially, they fronted up today and were really good. That allowed us backs to throw it around a little bit and score some great tries.
What did you say to each other this week after what happened in Rome? I'm not even talking about what Gregor Townsend said to you, because sometimes you need to shut the door and the team need to sort it out, don't you?
Yeah, as players, you know, it's there's only so much the coach can do. It's us that's out there. So, you know, we've got to take ownership of what happens on the pitch. And I think that's what we did today. We did that through the week. It was tough at the start. We were physically and emotionally drained after the game, and we had 2 good training days, Tuesday and Wednesday, and we felt good going into this game. It's always an easy game to get emotionally right for this one. So, yeah, I think it was a great weekend as players took a lot of ownership from the weekend past.
Absolutely. Dan, what do you want to ask Finn?
I was just going to say, Finn, how important is the next 7 days? Because all of a sudden we've seen this performance from Scotland so many times in the last 7-8 years. How important is backing it up in Cardiff next week? Almost more important.
Yeah, it's huge. I think that's something, like, as you say, we probably struggled with. We're actually flying to Spain tomorrow for a training camp, so that'll be good. It's warm weather. And yeah, get back into it. It's different this campaign because there's 3 games in a row. You've not got that week off next week where you can kind of switch off from it, and you know, it's just thick and fast just now. So I think as a group, mentally we're in a really good place, even though the Italy game hit us quite hard, but we're in a really good place and we showed that today. So I think the main message for us is just keep going, keep building, and being tough on ourselves to get these performances.
When you talk about you want to keep going and keep playing, how hard is it when you built a really good lead in the game to keep being brave with the ball in hand?
Yeah, actually, Gregor had a bit of a go off us at half-time. He said 38 minutes were brilliant at that first half, and then when Henry got the second yellow, we had a line out we called, I think, a 4-man box kick to put pressure back on them. We're in our own half, so I'm thinking, let's get back down there, 2 minutes to go. We've been really good in the air. And he said, nah, let's not do that. Let's keep being aggressive, keep attacking. So I think England had a lot of territory second half, so we couldn't do it as much. But the mindset for this week was all just go after England, go at them.
Hey, listen, England were getting a bit in the scrum, getting some penalties. That second half, they were threatening to try and get back in the game. Was there a key moment in that second half where you felt a little bit like, yes?
Yeah, I think the charge down that we scored off, that was a key moment in that second half. As you said, England had a lot of pressure. It's something we prepped for this week about George Ford going for the drop goals, putting them under as much pressure as possible. So it's really good to see that pay off. Obviously that bounce can go anywhere, but it was really good to see it pay off. And that try took us to 31. That gives us that breathing space, so nice. It allowed us to kind of, I wouldn't say relax, but allowed us that sort of.
It just went up and up from there.
I think that's a big momentum swing in the game. It goes from them getting 3 points to us scoring 7 and going even further away, obviously.
Just a last one, Finn. Gregor Townsend has been under a lot of pressure this week, so on his behalf, how relieved are you that it's all just eased off tonight with that performance?
Yeah, I think it's eased off, but I think there's a big game next week as well, so that's the mindset we need to change from previous experiences. Yeah, we won, but let's not ease off. Let's go again next week. So I think Gregor, the players, everyone was under pressure this week, and it's great that we managed to put that performance out today.
Absolutely. Enjoy the warm weather this week.
Thank you. Cheers.
We're all very jealous of that. Well played, Finn. That was fantastic.
Well, Gregor, it's a win in your 100th test. The Calcutta Cup is back in Scotland's hands. Tell me how you're feeling right now. What are the emotions going through your mind?
Yeah, quite emotional. I think I was just so proud of the way we played tonight. After 20 minutes, I thought that was some of the best rugby we've ever played, and for our players to play with that ambition, that accuracy, and the effort they put in it's all you want as a coach. And then to see the effort in the second half when maybe the game slowed down a bit and we were getting penalised early on, we became a real team that will fight for each other and fight for the supporters. And like a special mention to our supporters, like they are so much behind this team, and it's great that we can give them something to smile about now for the next 12 months.
Yeah, Sione referenced the good start and just putting things in your favour. So tactically, what did you do to get things right to make sure that from the off you guys were on the front foot?
Yeah, I think we've just been true to ourselves. We know that the rugby that brings out the best in us, and that's moving the ball away from contact, being very, very aggressive in contact, and playing with speed. I thought the decision making around the halfbacks in that first 20-30 minutes was outstanding. That's one of Finn Russell's best games for Scotland. Very composed performance, and then the work rate of our forwards was superb. So yeah, there's tactical details in there, but it's more just the overall effort and togetherness which was on display.
And no one will know what goes on in the week behind the scenes, but you'll know the effort and what's going into it. So when you get the result, that relief, is it nice to have that to say, you know what, we are working hard and this is test match rugby, it's not always going to go our way?
100%. I think there's so many games that you play well, but the opposition play well too, and they can get narrow wins or come back and win. It's like very competitive test match rugby, and we know we're up there with the teams we come up against. Sometimes you can get the win, and we're really pleased we got it today, but there'll be another challenge next week. For coaches, there is more of the feeling of relief. For the players, it's joy. Like they can share that now with their families. They can enjoy having the trophy in the changing room. But we're back on it next week. 3 test matches in a row. We've got to recover well and go to Cardiff and build on what we did today.
Well, Gregor, congratulations on the win, on the 100 games, and we'll see you next weekend.
Thank you.
Well, Kyle, congratulations on a brilliant win. The Calcutta Cup back in your hands. Scotland talked all week about a response to last weekend's loss. You certainly delivered today.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we wanted this one really badly for the Scottish people, and I just can't say thank you enough to everyone at Murrayfield today. The noise today, for getting behind us after last week. Thank you so much.
I'm sure they appreciate you as much as you appreciate them. Let's talk through tactically, though, because you came with a clear game plan and it seemed to get good rewards, especially in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, they've got a good back three. We knew that they like to go there as well, and we just knew that was going to be a fun battle. So we've been looking forward to it all week, and it was a good battle in there. Good to get up there with them.
And it's a win that should fill you with massive confidence and belief. But the question will be, how do you bottle this performance and take it through the rest of the Six Nations?
You just put all the focus into next week. You take the energy we felt today, and we've got to be able to back it up again next week. So we double down on what we believe in, what got us here, and we go again.
Well, Carl, congratulations. You are today's Guinness Men's Six Nations Player of the Match.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Well, Sione, congratulations on winning the Calcutta Cup back. You spoke a couple of days ago about Scotland being desperate, putting in a desperate performance. Is that what it looks like? Whether you get it right?
Yeah, I think so. Look, I don't have much to say, but I'm just super proud of our group. You know, it wasn't an easy turnaround for us against Italy, and I can't remember a game hurting as much as it did last week. But to regather as a group, and there was a lot of things out there in the media that I felt like our group was fighting, but we stuck together. We internalised it inside the change room, and we fronted up today. And I just want to give all the credit to the team and to the management for the quick turnaround after Italy.
In terms of the playing group then, what were some of the things that you zoned in on to say, these are the things that we need to improve on, this is what we know we can deliver, so we can go out and put performances like we saw today?
Yeah, I think, you know, probably the same things that we wanted to do last week, and that's the frustrating thing, is that we felt like we couldn't get a lot of the things off that we spoke about from the autumn to the Six Nations out against Italy, and that was so frustrating for the group because there was a lot of talking done behind closed doors and fixes and stuff like that, and today we felt like we got the opportunity to right a couple of those wrongs, and we jumped out of the gate and we jumped on this good England team that they are, and I just felt like we got to play our type of rugby today.
And this is a fixture now you've had the rub of the green on over the last few years. The question will be now, how do you take that forward into the next fixture and beyond to show Scotland can truly compete in the Six Nations? Yeah,
you're absolutely right. And, you know, this has been a fixture that we've rose to the occasion, but to win this tournament, you can't just rise to the occasion once. And we've got to do that again next week in, you know, an environment that we've probably struggled in the last 20 years. If you look at the statistics of going away to Wales. So, you know, we'll enjoy tonight as a group because I feel like we deserve it, and it was hard bouncing back off last week, but it'll be next job focus, and like you say, we're searching for consistency.